Blessings, Fierce Butterflies. It's Coach Renee. How y'all doing today? Welcome to the Fierce Butterfly Nation. As y'all can see, I'm out and about, and when I tell y'all it's a pretty day, y'all ever come outside and the day is just pretty? You know, it's something about the clearness in the atmosphere. Even though it's a lot of mess going on all around, but when you look out and see beyond the mess, you see clear blue skies and the crispness of the day. So yeah, I'm out and about making a quick run. Gotta get some printing done. Of course, you all know the Change Project is taking place next Saturday in Hollywood, Florida. Me and my good friend Joe will be conducting that, and I'm super excited about it. I wanted to come in and chat with y'all, of course, so that y'all can come on the ride with me, but also I had to remind myself that God will keep us in perfect peace when our minds are stayed on Him. And I try to keep my mind stayed on Him. It doesn't work out all the time, but I try to keep my mind stayed on Him. And one reason that I do that is because I know I can trust Him with what I'm going through. The good, the bad, the ups, the down, I can trust Him. So, I try to stay focused on Him, because in Him, I find all the answers to my issues. And even though I may not always understand those answers or like those answers, I can still find them in Him. You get it? So for those of you who know my story or a part of my story, October is a very trying month for me. I think about my two boys who are no longer here with us, and sometimes I still ask that question, why? 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 But, they're no longer here. And it saddens me. In fact, it hurts me. And with my son Trevin, it's one of those situations where he didn't die instantly. He sat on life support for 2 weeks. And so when October comes around, he got shot on October 18th. And so it's not just, I remember October 31st, the day he died. From the 18th up to the 31st, there was an event leading up to his death. Those long days at the hospital, those sleepless nights, those hard prayers, begging and pleading. God, have mercy. Anyway, I don't want to go too deep in there. I just wanted to let y'all know that sometimes there are tragedies that we go through in life that although we cope better with them, the pain is still there. The hurt is still there. And God strengthens us to carry on in life. Not that we do it easily, but thank God we're able to do it. And hold on, y'all, change of plans. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm reminded of the scripture that I got started with, and that is, God will keep our minds in perfect peace when we keep our minds stayed on Him. So a lot of times people ask me, how do I deal with the pain? And I know it sounds cliche, and I know it sounds churchy, and I know it sounds religion, and I know it sounds like another sermon, but I can only give you my truth. I push myself to keep my mind stayed on him, because yes, I trust God, but it doesn't mean that I don't feel the effects of life. It doesn't mean that my heart doesn't get heavy long after the events of life have taken place. You understand? So again, I said all that to say, sister girl is going through. And I know I come in and I try. I do my best to encourage y'all. And I'm going to say I do more than try. Because let me tell you something. Let me just throw this in there. And I think it's also God's way of encouraging me along the way to know that my labor is not in vain. And also, he knows that I'm encouraged when I know that I encourage others. So the other day, I got a phone call. And when I answered the phone, they were like, hey, I understand you busy. I'm sure you got a lot going on. I don't want to take a lot of your time. I just wanted to call to share this with you. And then they proceeded to tell me about how my videos has impacted not only their lives, but it has strengthened their marriage. And my thinking is, well, I don't really talk about marriage. I said, your marriage? And she said, yeah. So she proceeded to tell me how watching my videos have brought her and her husband a whole lot closer, because now they enjoy watching my videos together. Sometimes it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or just winding down for the evening. They turn off the televisions, they turn off the radios, and they put on Coach Renee. My God. Who knew? I didn't. But that blessed my soul. That blessed my spirit. Because, I say all the time, I don't come up here thinking I'm self-righteous and thinking I have my life all together. I just like to share things that's on my mind. And obviously, the things that I've been sharing has been a blessing to others as well, and also to this couple. So she said it's because of that. My husband and I, we do almost everything together now. But it all started when your videos brought us together. And so I shared that because at the moment while I was feeling a little low in my spirit, God allowed her to call me at that moment to lift my spirit and encourage me. You get what I'm saying? So God knows how to lift us up and encourage us when we're feeling low, when we're feeling down. So who wouldn't keep their mind on a God like that? But no worries. I got this, and I got it not because of my ability alone, but I agree with God and his plan to keep me in that perfect peace while I keep my mind on him. You understand? So I got in the car this morning and I was feeling a little heavy in my spirit. And I said, you know what, Renee? I'm finna, instead of just drowning out in your own sadness and sorrow, go and uplift somebody else, because I know there's someone else who's dealing with the loss of their loved one, and they still struggle with it. And I tell people, don't tell me how long to grieve. Don't tell me how long to feel sad because my loved one is gone. Don't tell me how to stop talking about my loved one just because they're no longer here. Don't tell me that. Now, I do believe that we have to grieve in a healthy way, but this year, October 31st, gonna make 8 years. For my beloved Trevor. I miss him. Anyway. Nobody told me that the road would be easy. But I do not believe that he's brought me this far to leave me. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the video, because I didn't come to make y'all sad and to pull your spirit down. But I do believe that just like I'm here for y'all, y'all are here for me. And so that's why I wanted to share. But the good thing about it is, I was finna make some runs alone, but came to pick up my sister, so hanging out with her, I'll end up in a better space. But yeah, so this is what I want to say before I go, because I've been going on for quite a minute. If you are grieving the loss of your loved one, it's okay. You should be in pain. You should hurt. You should be sad. You should cry. Don't stop the process. And the thing about grieving is it goes in stages. You know, there are a lot of stages to grief. And sometimes when you finish that last stage, you know what? Something will trigger you. You start that healing process all over again. One thing I've learned about the grieving process is, well, I like to say the healing process. But it comes in stages. You understand? Oh, there's a butterfly. You see what I'm